I want to go back to what Libby said at the beginning about how she learned from the minute she got married. And so I would say the first thing that happened was when Marty and I were having some really difficult times, and this is probably 20 years ago, and we went to a therapist, and he made us listen to each other and reflect back, and he was just adamant about reflecting back and reframing, and it made all the difference in the world, and it also got me into this work. So that was the first one. And then I thought I'd just tell another one, which was probably one of the harder ones that I ever did in the community. I was working with a nursery, a preschool, and the parents were up in arms because someone had perceived one of the caretakers as abusing one of the children. And I think what was hardest about it for me was that I could not use the word abuse. I could not reflect back the word abuse. It was so hard for me to say that. And that really upset the person who was using that word. And I think by the time we finished the circle, and I finally could reframe it and use other words like you weren't comfortable with the way your child was treated, it worked out better. And what's interesting to me is it doesn't always work out better by everyone hugging and saying, coming to peace. In this case, the way it worked is they decided they really weren't all meant to be together, and so it expanded. And I think that's something I had to come to terms with, is working out doesn't always mean kumbaya, but sometimes it means it's time to move on and to take another form. But that was the tough one for me.